So we're moving on to question 34 now. A rectangle has a length of 50 millimeters and has the same area as a square with side 70 millimeters. Calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. So we can draw this out. We know there are some key elements to this question. One is the fact that we've got a rectangle with a length of 50 millimeters. And we've got a square which has the same area but with side 70 millimeters, and it's asking us to calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so if we think about that a bit more, let's maybe even draw out a rectangle. That might be a good idea, right? We draw out a rectangle like so, and we draw out a square like so, and we have a square and a rectangle. We know that the square has a side of 70 millimeters. Put that back. We know that the square has side length 70 millimeters, and the properties of a square means that all the lengths are 70 millimeters, which helps us because now we're already one step ahead. We can work out the area. So to work out the area, it would just be 70 millimeters times 70 millimeters, which is 4,900 millimeters squared, or square millimeters. And therefore, that's going to help us, right? Why is that going to help us? That's going to help us because we know in the question, we've been told that both these shapes have the same area. So we know the area now of this rectangle, which is going to be 4,900 millimeters squared. And we know that one of the lengths is going to be 50 millimeters. So to work out this length, it's just going to be a case of 4,900 square millimeters divided by 50 millimeters, and that will give us, well, this might be a bit more challenging, right? So let's take a step back. So how could we do this? We could use long division if we wanted to, or short division. We could think about it a bit more simpler. It might be the case that we think of this as 4,500 and we think of this as 400 square millimeters. We know that 400 divided by 50 is equal to 8. So we also can divide 4,500 by 50. Well, 5,000 divided by 50 is going to be 100. And so 4,500 divided by 50 is going to be 10 less than that. And so 10 less than 100 is 90. So altogether, you have 98 millimeters. So this length is 98 millimeters. That's still not the end of the question. It's a 3-mark question, so quite a bit to do here. So now we know that we have the two lengths of the rectangle. We're asked to work out the perimeter of the rectangle, which is going to be 50 millimeters plus 98 millimeters multiplied by 2. And you get 50 plus 100 is 150. So 50 plus 98 must be 148. 148 multiplied by 2 must be 296 millimeters. And so the perimeter of this rectangle is 296 millimeters. Hope that makes sense.